Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. We have connected today. That's a great thing. And it would be great if you can also message in the chat box if I'm properly visible, if I'm properly audible, right? And then we'll kickstart this live stream. Yes, I know it has been after a long time because there was a festive seasons and all those things were going on. So we could not connect, but now we are connecting. So that's a great thing. Okay, the walk-in drive details. Okay, let me tell you the walk-in drive details. So LTI Mindtree, which is in Kolkata, it is having a walk-in drive. I'll share the details with you. First, can someone please confirm if I'm clearly visible, if I'm clearly audible? That's the first checkpoint we have, right? If I'm clearly visible, it's great. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you, Sonu, for connecting and for confirming as well. Yeah, thank you, Anupama. Okay. Uh, Okay, Jitendra Kumar is telling I want with interview gap students. I'm preparing for testing. If you are having gaps, if you are having the breaks, right? I'm going to share one of the important thing with you. So let me start with that itself, right? There are many people out there who are telling that we are having gaps, we are having this breaks in our career. So before that, we move to that to the live stream. Let me tell you in detail. So I have created a roadmap. This is especially for the people who are having the gap or who are having the break. So let me share that screen. And yeah, whether you have 3 months of gap, everything will be covered here. Don't worry. It's a roadmap that has been created for every one of you. Let me check if I can share my screen quickly. And I know most of the people are having this things. So let's start with that itself. Okay. Is the roadmap visible? Are you able to see the roadmap? I have just started screen sharing. Is the roadmap visible? Can someone please confirm if it's visible? Right. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, great, great. So many of the people they have connected with me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TopMate as well, and they are asking if you have a gap, how to resolve that particular thing and how to move back into the career. So this is a roadmap created for uh, the people who want to resume their IT careers, right? So first thing is this roadmap is something that will help you, that will assist you in a longer run to ensure that you are again rebuilding your career into the right direction. You might be having gap because of several reasons. It might be a possibility that you might be having gap because of your personal reasons, because of the pregnancy in the woman. One more reason with respect to the woman is that they got married and their location got changed, so now they are having the gap, so that's also possible, right? So, and one more reason which is very common from the men as well as from the women perspective, that you started preparing for civil services examinations, for government examinations, and now you want to switch your career back into the IT. So what to do into this particular things, right? So first is you have to accept and you have to reframe your career gap. Okay, what does reframing your career gap means? Reframing your career gap means that when you are getting a call from the recruiter or from the hiring manager of the MNC company, which are private companies, okay, don't tell them that you took a break or you were having a gap because of the civil services examinations, because of the government examinations. I know it is truth, but at times you have to be practical, you have to be professional. Think from their perspective. Any HR who is from a private company and they give you a call and you tell them that you were applying for the government exams, so they might have a dilemma in their mind that maybe this particular candidate might go and apply back into the government examinations after some period of time, right? That might happen. So private companies don't want such kind of things. what they will do, they will not schedule your interview itself. So never ever tell this kind of reason, even if it's true, even if it's genuine. Don't tell this kind of reason, that you are applying for the government examinations, you are prepping up for the government examinations, civil service examinations, right? Those kind of things. So you can tell this as an example: I took a break for the personal reasons, but I continued to learn automation tools, and now I'm confident to contribute immediately, right? Next is rebuilding your skills. You might be having a gap of 10 years, you might be having a gap of 8 years, 6 years, 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. That's fine. But what you have to do is, you have to understand during that duration, during that period, what was the skill set that was mostly used by the testers. Maybe Jira, maybe Agile, maybe automation tools. Let it be Selenium, let it be Playwright, let it be Cypress. You have to have that kind of grip. You have to rebuild your skill set based on that level, right? You have to add API testing as well. API testing is very important these days. Okay, get hands on with real time practice. So we have created a course with the real time project, in which you complete that course. It's a self-paced course. You just complete that course, and you'll be getting an idea how in real time, how in companies, how in organizations the automation testers are working. So you can also prove in the interview itself that you had worked real time, right? Update your resume professionally. You have to use ATS friendly resume template. You have to add a career break section in that, but you also have to highlight learnings, you have to highlight the projects in that. Okay, that's very important. You have to build a LinkedIn profile. So if you remember, we have been telling from the day one, build the LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is actually very important these days. You might get calls from the recruiters from the LinkedIn itself, and you will get a lot of referrals opportunities from the LinkedIn. Apply strategically, right? Apply for QA engineers, apply for automation testers, apply for re-entry programs, right? Those are the things. Prepare for interviews confidently. So if you are someone who is having a gap and you are availing the course that I'll be sharing with you, then what we will do is we'll conduct mock interviews, and number of mock interviews till the time you get the confidence, till the time you get the job, right? We'll continue to assist you with the mock interviews, with the guidance, with the resume template, whatever it can be. So this is our 90 days plan. And yes, last but not the least, you have to create a small project on GitHub, and you have to upload it on your resume. So 1 to 2 weeks would be into the testing fundamentals. 3 to 6 weeks would be for Selenium, Java. 7 to 8 weeks would be for TestNG, Jenkins. 9 to 10 weeks would be for API testing. 11 to 12 it is for resume, LinkedIn. But I would suggest this resume, LinkedIn optimization, mock interviews. You should start from today itself, right? Don't wait for the last moment. I've seen people, they are getting the calls, but they are unable to crack the interviews because they have lack of confidence, right? So definitely with the dedication and consistent learning that you have to put for next 3 months, it becomes vital for you to overcome this gap and to restart your career back into the testing, right? So that's the simple roadmap for all of you who are having the gap, and who are trying to get the job opportunities, or who are trying to restart their career into the IT. That's very important. And I was telling you about the course. So let me share in the link itself. See, there are many people out there who are having gaps, who are having this kind of problems in their life, right? So I would suggest, I would tell you that it's actually not a problem, right? Everyone has got personal reasons. Everyone have to take decisions at some period of time. It's fine if you took the decision, but today you have to take the decision to make sure that you are moving in the right direction to restart your career. That's very important. If you are unable to move in the right direction to restart your career, then definitely it would be late for you, right? So this is the course link that I was just mentioning. It contains the uh, UI automation things. It contains Java programming as well, right? Let me walk you through that particular course as well. And very important, it contains the real time project. So even if you are someone who, let me share my screen, right? Even if you are someone who did not get a chance to work on the real time project, it would be covered into this particular course, right? And what we are going to cover, programming language from the scratch. You don't know anything about Java, that's fine, it would be covered. Selenium WebDriver, implementing test automation frameworks. Yes, implementing, creating, designing frameworks in your machine itself, right? You'll be getting hands-on experience. Integrate with tools like Maven, Jenkins, and Git, and will help you for one-to-one calls for doubts, mock interviews, coding sessions to help you build logic, job referrals if you need, will assist you for that. LinkedIn optimization, resume building, GitHub profile creation with projects. All these things would be covered. But it is you who have to stay commitment, who have to stay committed for this particular things. Fine. So I'll be putting this link of the course as well that you can avail it, and it's available at 50% of discount today. Okay, it's not visible, so let me share my screen again. Okay, it would take some time to load. Now it would be visible, right? So this is an end-to-end course which will assist you till the time you get the job, right? It's a kind of a mentorship program that you are taking till the time you get the job, right? Everything is covered. UI automation, API automation, everything is covered. Git will assist you for mock interviews, will assist you to build the resume template, will share interview questions answers also with you. A lot of things are there, so definitely will help you for that. Okay, so fine. So this was a few of the thing, right? Now let's start with the question and answers. Okay. um, okay, Webhub is telling the current market is very bad for the job opportunities. When can we expect a better one? Are layoffs happening because of AI? Now see, the layoffs are happening, right? It's the harsh truth to accept that in today's time, in 2025, right? It is a kind of a myth to feel that you have a job security, you have a job stability, right? But what is important is that you need to use these AI tools for your productivity. AI is replacing the jobs of, let's say, telecommunication or call center, BPO types of jobs. Those are sales representatives. Those are kind of the jobs that are replaced by AI. But until unless if you know coding, if you know automation, AI will not be able to replace you, right? You have to use this AI tools for increasing your productivity, for making sure that whatever work that you are doing for 6 hours, now it gets reduced to sort of 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Rest of the time that gets saved, 1.5 hour, 1 hour is getting saved, that you can utilize for another test strategies, right? So that's very important. Okay, so if you feel that because of AI you will lose a job, no, but you might lose a job to a person who knows AI tools, right? Definitely testing is having a good future, Swapna. Testing is having a good future, right? Okay, there are many people who are telling they want to connect with me to practice the mock interviews, so I have shared the link in the top mate. You can book the call over here, right? And we'll connect with you for the mock interviews. But it's just a request, don't book for today 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. That slot is already booked, so don't book for that, right? Okay, Vikas is telling you are learning Selenium with Java, but they are asking for Playwright with JavaScript. So, see, if you know Selenium with Java, you would be able to work on Playwright with JavaScript as well. It's not a kind of a rocket science. Just the language is changing and the tool is changing. 2020, you did Selenium with Java. 2025, someone might be asking for Selenium or Playwright. 2030, one more tool might come into the picture. Let's say XYZ. Tools, technologies will change, but the people who would be staying into the industry are those who would make themselves adaptable, right? Adaptive to the market. So you would have heard about that Darwin's theory, survival of the fittest. So people who are adaptable, they are able to live longer. So you have to adapt to these particular tools, technologies, right? So accordingly, if it's selenium, you know selenium, it's good. If you know already selenium with java, then that would serve itself a basis for your the javascript as well as playwright. If you are already good in selenium with java, you would be able to work on the framework which is having playwright with javascript or typescript. Okay. How is the job market for Python, Selenium automation? Right? See, for Python, Selenium automation, the job market is good, but mostly still till now also jobs are there which are looking for Selenium with Java. So if you want to make your career into data science, if you want to make your career into machine learning, if you want to become a data scientist and not an automation tester, then you can learn Python, because Python is a base language used for those particular things. Okay. Anushka is telling, I got laid off from the company and now have a 1+ year of gap. How to fill this gap in an interview? So Anushka, what you can do is during this 1 year, maybe I'm assuming from 2024 to 2025, you had this gap. So during this time period, there's a lot of demand of the AI things, right? And no one is knowing AI 100%. No one is knowing AI 10 on 10. So whatever you can learn about AI, maybe about GitHub Copilot, maybe about ChatGPT, you can brush up these concepts. That would help you a lot, right? So, uh, Anushka, that should be your approach. You should focus on AI. You should focus on automation. You should focus on API automation. Rest assured, that's in demand, right? So try to ensure that you learn about automation things. Since in last 1 year, there's a lot of boom, lot of demand on automation, right? So prepare accordingly. And let me share with you a package also of the digital product that has been created, which covers lot of, I would say, the products which will for the interview preparation. So this is a package which will help you for the interview preparation, right? It covers everything. Whatever the questions that you will get in an interviews, everything is covered over here. There is very less possibility that you might get questions outside of this. You'll get a fair idea of what kind of questions you might get in an interview, right? So I would suggest, why don't you avail this package also? It would really be helpful to you a lot, right? So let me share this a link also in the chat box, right? So Anushka, I hope you got an answer for your question, right? Those people who are getting the answers for their questions, please hit the like button, right? So that I can get some uh, acknowledgement that you got the answer. If you are still having doubts, you can further frame the follow-up question and ask me, right? We are going to be live for next 40 minutes, right? It's a 1 hour of live session and it's absolutely free, right? I'm not charging anything over here. You can ask anything, right? Okay. How to get work from home job for manual testing? Okay, working from home job for manual testing. So let me check if I can help you with that. Okay. Now I have got a vacancy in which they are looking for manual testers, and this is the form that you need to fill up. So it's a Noida-based company, and the project duration would be from 45 days to 60 days. So you can apply for in the chat box due to the limit. Uh, okay, 15 testers requirement is there, right? And they are hiring for QA manual consultant. Let me check if now if it is coming. Right. So you can apply over here. Those people who are looking for manual testing jobs, work from home jobs, right? You can apply. Right, Jitendra, how can we connect with? So you can book the call for this mock interview, and that will connect with you and will assist you for mock interview, for career guidance, whatever you say, right? So you can book the call over here. Yes, Jitendra, I have read your messages. You have completed 2018. You are passed out. You have a gap of 6 years. How to move? So I'll assist you completely with respect to one is to one over here, right? Which language should I learn for Playwright tool? JavaScript or TypeScript? Webber, it's asking. Anything you can learn Webber. You can go for JavaScript or TypeScript, whichever you are comfortable, right? I would suggest go for JavaScript, right? If you have learned Java, then second programming language you can take is JavaScript, right? Okay. I think PRDP4747. Your full name is, I think, Pradeep, right? People are asking about AI implementation in framework and how we are utilizing solving problems in traditional framework. So, first thing you can tell about AI things is about utilizing GitHub Copilot. When you are using GitHub Copilot, what happens in that? You are able to get your code reviewed with respect to the GitHub Copilot. So at least generally what happens in a company, you have first level of review, you have second level of review, and then you might be having the allowed to push the PR or to merge the PR. But when it comes to GitHub Copilot, so at least your first level of review is done itself using GitHub Copilot. That's the very good thing. Another thing is you can use the tools like Testim, or you can use the self-healing AI tools which are assisting you to bring out which are the locators that are constantly failing. If those locators are constantly failing, what those AI self-healing tools will do, using AI analysis, using data tracking, they will replace the locators with the earlier past locators, with the earlier reliable locators, and they will rerun your test. That's how your uh, fear, that's how your time will get reduced, right? So your productivity will increase. Generally what happens after the suit completes, at that time you come to know, okay, this was a locator failure. But due to self-healing locators, it becomes easy for the automated test to give you the kind of answer that, okay, this particular test have failed due to this particular locator, and rerun at that particular moment itself. So there is no kind of second iteration, there's no kind of wait period. And by the time you have end of the suit, that particular test would have run first for the failed locator, then for the past locator that has been replaced by the self-healing locators. So that's how you have to tell in your interviews that you are using AI tools in your frameworks. Is it clear? PRDP, I think it was Pradeep, right? Yeah. Swapna, what is your question? Yeah, Swapna, can you please post your question again? Okay. Meanwhile, Swapna comes up with a question. Let me take another question answers. Right now, I'll go in a quick, fast mode. Right, I'll quickly take up the questions. I'll quickly answer, and if you are getting the answers, please hit the like button. So I'll come to know, okay, that your answers have been made. Right, your questions has been answered. Right. Okay. So fine. Let's take the questions one by one. Okay. Uh, Prajwal is telling, I was laid off from company in the September 2025. Currently, I'm upskilling in Python automation. During interview, should I tell HR that I was laid off from the previous company? That's fine. It's okay to tell you are laid off. There's no bad in that, right? There is in that. When you are getting laid off, it's not your problem. It's a company's problem. It's an over organization problem, right? Maybe they did over hiring. Maybe they did not focus on getting the projects, right? So that's totally fine if you're telling that you are getting laid off. Okay. Prajwal. Okay, next is Ranga Kunari. Hi Rakesh, I hope you are doing well. What could be the best possible answer that one can give when she is having a career gap of 1.5 years? 1.5 years of gap means that you are having the gap due to the personal reasons. Maybe you got married and you relocated to another location, or maybe you got pregnant and you are expecting someone. So those kind of things you can tell. If you are a woman, definitely you can use all this kind of personal reasons, right? There's no harm in that. Okay. Shubham, is it difficult to get a work from job, work from home job? What extra skills do we need? See, work from home jobs are limited these days. Still, what we are doing is we are trying to post job opportunities every day from Monday to Friday at 1:30 p.m. You can work from home job opportunities. You'll get job opportunities, right? Every day you will get them, right? So that's the thing. You from the video, I'll assist you. Plus, I am also working on one or two products in which I have consolidated all the list of the startup based companies which are hiring these days, right? So I'll share that product also with you. Okay. Uh, Okay, if you are not getting calls, then I'll share one of the thing with you. So use this ATS friendly resume template. If you're not getting the calls, use this ATS friendly resume template, right? Okay, Anup, I was working in MNC in non-technical domain. I'm giving interview for automation testing, pretending worked in the same domain. What issue I can face? So Anup, you can face issue with respect to the real-time questions. You can face issue with respect to the scenario-based questions. You can face issue with respect to the project-based questions. For example, one of the question I'll ask you now. You don't need to answer, but you can think that you have to open Amazon.com. You have to search mobile phones in that, and after getting the results displayed, you have to see whether all the products that are displayed are based on the phone based results only. It should not happen that instead of mobile phone some washing machine product has been displayed. So how will you automate this? What will you do in this particular scenario? So such kind of scenario based questions are asked. And Anup, I would tell you, if you are really preparing for the interviews and if you don't know what kind of questions can be asked, feel free to avail this package. This package has got all kinds of real time interview questions with respect to automation testing, with respect to the manual testing, with respect to agile, with respect to I would say behavioral kind of questions, client interview questions. Everything is covered into this particular package. Let me do one thing. Let me ping this package itself. Right, so I've started a poll, and you can move on that. Right, please hit on the like button so I can know if you are able to get the answers of the questions. Okay, those who have not availed this interview package, please avail them. Yes, Tanay, how are you? Good afternoon. Sorry, I could not receive your call. Skills required for SDET is automation testing, Java, and in these days Java they'll be asking you questions on collections, hash map, hash set, right? Tanay, do give me a call today around 4:30 to 5 p.m., right? I'll wait for you, right, Tanay? Sorry, I forgot to get back to you, but I'll be happy to connect with you today, right, Tanay? Okay. Okay, Kumar is telling I have a gap of 4.5 years. Can I learn automation testing and can I get a job? Yes, of course. Why not? So I showed a course to you, right? This course covers everything, right? And it is having 50% off today. It's a self-paced course that would really help you to get the job, right? If you're having gaps, it would cover everything for you. It would cover all the skills that have been evolved in the market meanwhile you are having a gap. So everything would be covered. Okay. Okay. Faisal is asking, I have noticed many openings in the ServiceNow QA lately. Can you please share your thoughts on this domain? Is a good option for long term. So it's fine if you get the job for now, but work for 1 or 2 years. It's not a good long term option. Long term option these days is going for automation, going for Selenium, going for Java. That's very important, right? Okay, Shalu is telling I am currently working at an MNC and a major reason behind this achievement is my continuous learning from RD automation videos. Thank you so much, Shalu. Would be happy to connect with you if you can share your success story. Just drop us an email at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com and we would be happy to connect with you. Yeah, Faisal, I already answered your question. Move into this career, move into this particular domain for 1 or 2 years, service now, not more than that. Focus on automation, focus on test automation. Yes, Priyank. If you have a gap of 2 years, you're previously into .NET, you're planning to go into ITQA. Definitely, they'll consider. You can create your profile as an SDIT, right? Definitely, it would help you a lot. And if you are looking for resume template, so this is a resume template that will help you a lot here. Okay, please hit on the like button. Uh, Kashfi Hussain is asking. Uh, Move into the SZ role, key tools and technology. So if you want to move into the SZ role, I would suggest you focus on learning collections, Java collections, hash map, hash set, linked hash map, queue, stack, right? Java, string, arrays, array list, these kind of questions. Framework building concepts should be clear to you. Why do you need hybrid framework? When do you need hybrid framework? What is BDD? Data driven framework? How will you use AI in your frameworks? So those kind of things are important. If anyone wants to switch from automation role to the SZ role, you have to focus on data structures. You have to focus on the DSA, right? That's the point. That's very important, right? I hope you get the answer, Hussein, right? Uh, Anup is asking, how can I get scenario based questions to practice? So, Anup, everything is covered into this particular package, right? Anup, as I told you earlier, this package is having all kinds of scenario based questions. And once you avail the package, go through the package, learn all the kind of things from them, and drop us an email. We'll connect for mock interview, right? We'll connect for multiple mock interviews, Anup. Don't worry for that. Okay. And for mock interviews, you can book the calls here. If you're looking for mock interviews, you can book the call here. Yeah, in December, the openings will be less after 20th of December because it would be festive season, right, Anupama? Uh, Shweta is asking, sir, I am a QA and have hands on Java and Selenium. I want to move into product. If you want to go into the product based company, then DSA is required. To what level? So they'll ask you questions on um, the DSA level. You can refer Geeks for Geeks. It has got the questions easy, medium, and advanced. So that we are working on one of the document which contains all kinds of Java based programming interview questions and answers, coding interview questions and answers that you can get in the interview, and it would be live into this particular week itself. So just give me 2 days, couple of days. The team is already working on that particular stuff, right? Please hit on the like button, and then we'll continue with the next questions, right? I can see only 15 likes. At least let's have a target of having 100 likes for this live session. Okay. So comment on career gap recovery. So career gap, I think I had a good detailed kind of advice, the guidance in the beginning of the live session itself. We discussed for 10 to 15 minutes. Anyone who has missed that thing, please go through that. Pranav is asking, can AI take the tester's job? No, Pranav, AI cannot take the tester's job, but anyone who knows AI can take the job. So I would suggest, why don't you learn AI, right? Okay, Venkatesh is asking, can I switch my domain to service now? It's good domain. Be in that domain for 1 or 2 years, but not more than that. Focus more on automation, right? Right. So Tejas is telling I'm not getting calls for automation testing with Python, Selenium. On top of they are not accepting 90 days of notice period. So I would suggest this Tejas. You have, if you have the confidence that you would be able to uh, crack the interview in the 90 days, I would suggest you resign from the current company first, right? And then move ahead with the um, interviews. As soon as you'll become an immediate joiner, as soon as you'll have 15 days of notice period or you'll have 30 days of notice period, you'll get a lot of calls, right? uh, Okay, Nadiologist is telling, sir, offer letter from Wipro versus US to Global, which one to choose? So, for this Nadiologist, I would like to connect with you one is to one. Why don't you drop us an email along with your contact details at this particular email address, and we would be connecting with you today itself, one is to one. I would be guiding you on which offer letter to take today itself, right? If you have time, please drop us an email at rdautomationlearning at the rate of gmail.com, and we would be connecting with you. Yeah. The mock interview link, let me share that link with you. Okay. So this is the mock interview link where you can book sessions. Okay. We'll share the playwright automation interview questions with JavaScript language as well. Abhishek will work on that. Right. What else? What are the questions you have? Yeah, Jitendra. So for you, I told you you can book the call over here on TopMate, and we'll connect with you, right? Since you have a lot of questions, we can have one is to one for that, right? Not an issue. We'll connect 30 minutes with you, dedicated with you, and we'll discuss all the things there. Okay, which AI tools are best to learn for testers? So you can learn GitHub Copilot, you can learn ChatGPT, right? You can have all this tools are there with respect to the AI. You can learn them. Definitely, it would help you a lot, right? See, with respect to mobile testing, they'll ask you questions, but not in all the companies they'll ask you about mobile testing. There are three things which are important from the calls perspective. First is UI automation, right? You should have knowledge on test automation, Selenium, Java, any UI automation things. Next is you should have knowledge on the API automation. Maybe using REST assured, you are able to automate the APIs. Third is you should have knowledge on DevOps, right? Cloud based things. These things are there in demand. So you should have knowledge on cloud based things as well. So these three things are very important from the market perspective, right? Okay, tips for cracking ISTQB exam, because practice paper is critical in ISTQB portal. Is it same in? So practice paper is kind of 50 to 60%. Those kind of questions you would get, right? I would suggest you focus on practicing the interview questions. You are going into the right direction when you are practicing those papers. It's good thing. Apart from that, what I would suggest is you should focus on some testing fundamentals as well. For example, testing techniques, test coverage, statement coverage, and you have this testing techniques like um, equivalence partitioning, boundary value analysis. This kind of calculative based question answers would be more asked to you. So be prepared for that. Okay, be prepared for that. See, if you're not getting calls for Java Selenium, doesn't mean you will switch to Python Selenium and you will start getting the calls. It won't happen like that, right? So uh, what I would suggest is you can try to get the calls from the Java Slim itself. It might be in your resume that you're not getting the calls, right? Or maybe you are not having those kind of right ATS friendly keywords in your resume because of which you're not getting the calls, right? So there are multiple things. You add API automation, you add Postman, you add API testing, you'll start getting the calls from that moment itself. Right? What else? What other questions you have? Okay, can you suggest some resume which is ATS friendly? So let me share that resume template with you. I think I already shared. Let me reshare it again. Fine. So let me share that resume template. Okay. Pradeep is telling I am pursuing MCA regular while I'm working full-time tester job. How to explain this is my future interviews after I clear MCA. So if you clear MCA, right, I would suggest you can start as a fresher itself, and you might be working on some particular projects, some particular bugs that you have found in the testing projects, right? So you can work on those particular things. Fine. uh, Okay, so the question is from Tharun, and he's asking, I have 1 year of automation experience in Playwright with Java. My contract ends in this month. I'm interested in development. Which would be the best choice? If chosen testing, can I switch after? You can switch to development, but I would suggest continue on testing. There's no harm in that, right? You can continue on testing. Definitely, it would definitely boost your chances of getting the salary, right? As well as it will help you for getting the job opportunities as well. And once your contract period ends, you will be an immediate joiner, you'll get the calls as well. So don't move to the development, else this testing experience will go in vain, right? So fine. So I think we are good with today's live session, and we connected nearly for 40 plus minutes. It was great interacting with every one of you. Uh, Fine. Let's answer the last question. Is it good to prepare the resume in one page ATS friendly resume or 2 to 3 pages? See, don't keep resume length to 3 pages. Keep it 2 pages at the max, right? Keep it 2 pages at the max, and use ATS friendly resume template. I have already shared the link. Use it. It would help you a lot, right? I have seen people are getting calls with that particular resume template. So you will also get the calls. So use that particular template and apply into the companies, right? Fine. So I think we are good with today's live session. It was nice interacting with every one of you, and I feel so happy connecting with all of you. Sorry, and having this detailed kind of discussion. This shows that every one of you are so much interested into this particular career and IT things, and definitely would connect live sessions. We'll try to have this live sessions every Sundays at 12:30 in the noon, so that every one of you can connect. Right. Okay, thank you so much and wish you a good weekend ahead. And definitely would be connecting with you. And if you want to connect with us for the mock interviews, this is the link, right? This is the link that. Okay, Pradeep Kumar is telling my question was not understood earlier. Please answer. So, Pradeep, what was your question? Pradeep, okay, motivational ERS is asking playwright automation facing hard learn JavaScript to be option. See, don't go for playwright with Java, right? That's not the thing that will be acceptable in the market. People will use playwright with JavaScript or TypeScript. What I would suggest is you first get a grip on Selenium with Java, then on playwright with JavaScript. Automatically, you'll get the uh, command. Yes, Jitendra will connect at 5:30 p.m. today. Swapna Vlogs, please answer. So, Swapna, what is your query? Please post your query. Pradeep, please post your query. Right. Meanwhile, let me have some supplements as well. It's been 45 minutes. I have been talking. Okay. Okay. So, Swapna is telling, can we move from testing to development? That's what you are asking, right? Radiologist, just email your resume and contact details at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com. We'll connect today itself for your success story. Okay, so Pradeep is telling I am already having 5 years of experience as a tester. Is it going to create a conflict? No, not at all. You are pursuing MCA, so that's a good thing. That's a master's degree additional to what you have work experience. So that will help you to get the interview calls. You can tell that MCA you did from the not a full time dedicated course, but you did it from the distance learning, and parallelly you are also working, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, Mayank. So, what is the hike that you are getting, and how much hike you are getting in the Infosys? Tell me that as well. Or else, if you want, just drop us the contact details and your resume details at this particular email address, and we'll connect with you personally. Okay, Swapna is telling. See, Swapna, what I was suggesting is you work for 1 or 2 years into service now domain, but don't create a full time career into that because that is having a limited kind of vacancies. So, Swapna, you can focus on automation testing. For 1 year, you can move to service now QA. He was asking for service now QA, right? So so not a full time into service now, but be there into the market of service now QA for kind of 1 or 2 years till the time you don't see much of the jobs. So it is better to do something rather than sitting idle at home and then switch back to the automation. You can switch back, right? There's no harm in that. But someone else was asking to move from testing to development, right? Testing to service now is different, testing to development is different, right? In testing to service now you can at least explain that you are testing service now things, but development is altogether a different thing. Yeah, you'll have to do a lot of coding in that thing. So that's a kind of an answer that I gave. If still it is not clear, we can discuss. Yeah, Mayank, 25% is very less. Please drop your contact details and your email address and your resume at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com. We'll be connecting with you personally. And we can also connect with you for your success story. Nardiologist 7339. Just drop us the details at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com. Would connect with you today itself. Right? Thank you so much for connecting today. It was nice interacting with you all. Thank you for patience and thank you for listening to me. And wish you all the best for your careers ahead. Yeah, Mayank, I'll be waiting for you. Drop us your contact details and resume at rdautomationlearning@gmail.com, and would connect with you today itself. Yeah, thank you.